everyone, welcome back to our channel Ace the Market. Today we're exploring another marketer story. He's positioned himself so uniquely in the market with all the vast industry expertise that he has. Please welcome Rituraj Tiwari. Hi Rituraj, how are you doing today?
Hey Vishali, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So Rituraj, I'm really excited to have this conversation today because I've never really spoken business to someone who comes from an agro-technical business point of view, right? You're currently the growth strategist at AgroStar, and give us a walk in through your day of work. How is it going?
Sure. So, to give you some context into the company that I'm working with, AgroStar is one of India's largest agri-tech startup. And the mission that we are working with is to help farmers when by providing them a complete range of agri solutions, be it right from agronomy related advice to make sure that they're getting maximum output from their crops. My role here at AgroStar is that of a growth marketing person. So my core job is to make sure that we are acquiring new users and in a cost efficient manner, and also ensuring that we're getting maximum output out of them. And apart from that, also to make sure that the existing users that we have, which are there on our app, we have an Android app that we use. So to make sure that all the users that are there on our Android app, we are getting the maximum output out of them by ensuring that they are engaged on a regular basis and are also moving down the funnel from, let's say, an engaged user to a transacting user. So that's more or less what my job is. Now, to ensure that these KPIs are being met, I happen to juggle between multiple hats. So be it digital marketing campaigns, digital branding, or organic in terms of SEO or ASO, or even some of the product marketing initiatives that I work with along with different people in my team. So those are some of the things.
It's really interesting to see how you're playing this very decisive role at this agricultural startup where, your decisions might impact hundreds and thousands of people, especially agriculture being the main occupation in India, right? It's crazy how things are winding up. So I want to talk to you a little bit about your experiences in your previous organizations. First at Socrates, where you sort of played around with data and insights, and then moved on to a very responsible role in ZEE5 from a growth strategy point of view. And then you are now at this amazing agricultural startup. I want to talk to you about the learnings that you carry forward today. Would you like to share some of them with us?
A lot of things, like I mentioned, that I've learned in my professional career started at Socrates in the 2 years, because it's such a dynamic industry, and Socrates being at the center of the performance marketing industry, it's very, very dynamic. So in a very, very short span, I had the fortune of working with so many different people and had an opportunity of interacting or getting that exposure of talking to multi-million businesses in terms of clients, etc. So a lot of things that I learned in those 2 years still I carry with me. Moving on, I think at ZEE5 it was a very, very different role, and it was more about managing the agency which was working with us, but also managing the internal teams like your product team or your data team or your technical the tech side of things. So that ownership, the sense of ownership, is something that I definitely learned at ZEE5. So yeah, it's been a crazy run in the last 3 years or so, and I've learned a lot in my last two organizations.
I'm really glad to see the kind of growth that you have been observing in the last couple years. That's really very interesting. Moving on to the next question. This is a very tricky one. So I stumbled upon one of your tweets that says, quotes, I love it when I get targeted by luxury car ads on digital platforms. Kisi ne to izzat ki. So on that note, I want you to talk a little bit about display advertising, because you've literally seen the inside out of it. You've worked on campaigns when at Socrates, and then, like you said, in ZEE5, that you have to own the results and performances that come across. You have understood quite the bit of power that display advertising has today. So, what's your take on the results that it sort of gives out, right? Do you think brands can look at it as a potential platform today?
Being in the marketing world, people expect you to, have conversations or tweet stuff that are, serious or talk about marketing related stuff. but my Twitter is usually filled with bad jokes, so I would not really recommend checking that out. But yeah, I think coming to the tweet, I think yes, it came from a thought which actually it was something that I had recently, where I think in the last 4 or 5 months or so, I saw myself being targeted a lot by some of these luxury car brands, or let's say Abhishek Hastak, who is a friend of mine,
Yeah.
who's also ex-Socrates. He also mentioned on how he was being targeted by ads that said get a flat at just rupees starting at 10 cr or so. So
Yeah.
display targeting has changed a lot in the last few years. We have, and it has grown significantly. The levers that we had initially in display advertising were a lot more manual, where we could input an exact audience that we wanted to target, and we could do that. But however, nowadays it has moved a lot towards an automation front, where machine learning and AI is more driving most of the things. That said, display advertising as an investment is tricky. I think it's not the easiest to crack. Like, it's not like you just put a campaign and just take it live and you'll be able to achieve your KPI. It's not as simple as that. You really have to define your objectives into the campaign, understand what you're going to get from there, and also at the same time manage expectations with the leaders in your company. You will get a good exposure, you will get a very good CPM, so you'll be able to reach out to a lot more users at a much cheaper cost. But those users might not entirely be the kind of users that you might want to onboard to your brand. At the end of the day, you are reaching out to so many people at such a cheaper cost. You will get fruitful results. Plus, I think display has now moved on to a much more interactive format as well, with all these new HTML based formats coming in. So it's only getting more exciting.
Those were really interesting takeaways, Rituraj. In the bit where you mentioned automation is just getting started with its participation in the picture right now, and things can get only interesting along the way. So before we conclude this session, I just want to ask you if you have any advice for the newbies that are stepping up in the industry today.
Just have a couple of things to suggest to them. One being, I think don't settle. This is a very very dynamic industry. It's only starting to shape up very well, and it's going to get much more dynamic in the coming years. So don't really get used to the idea of doing something in a fixed way. The way we are going to do things is going to evolve continuously, be it from, let's say, something as simple as how a campaign dashboard looks, to the way we work as individuals. Like, for example, the COVID era has taught us on not adjusting or not getting settled in the way we work around things. The second thing, and I think this is something that I have followed very very strictly in my life, and I continue to do that, is ask around. I think a lot of people, because they don't feel that they're either a bit shy, or they don't really want to ask too many questions, even if they're doubtful. That becomes a slight problem, because uh, the more questions you ask in the beginning, the more you get to know the other person, and also you get to learn that much. So I think asking questions is a very very important part of an initial career curve that you have.
Thank you very much for joining with us. We're soon going to be back with another insightful conversation. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel and hit on the bell icon so you never miss an update on the latest in digital marketing. Thank you.